Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm glad to have you here. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and join the family for more amazing content. They tell us the Crusades were holy wars. Wars of kings and popes fought for land, for gold, for God. But what they will never tell you is that there were 13 more. 13 hidden wars, never written in any book, never carved in any stone. Whispered only in shadows, remembered only by the cursed. It began in the frozen mountains of Armenia. 13 knights gathered by torchlight, their faces carved by frost and fay. In the center of their circle lay a chalice, black as obsidian, said to hold the last breath of a fallen angel. The air itself seemed to bend around it, heavy and wrong. Each knight cut his palm and let his blood drip onto the frozen earth. One by one, they swore the oath, an oath carved in blood. They would fight until the chalice was sealed away forever. That night, history bent. That night, the first hidden crusade began. Their wars were not written in chronicles or sung in hymns. They fought in deserts where the sand turned to glass, in forests where monks had cut out their tongues, in cities of mirrors where reflections no longer followed the living. Everywhere they went, they burned secrets the world was never meant to see. Beneath Byzantium, they descended into catacombs black as pitch. The stone dripped with water, the air thick with whispers. A child's cry echoed in the dark, then a woman's laughter, then chanting, in a tongue no priest had ever known. One of them, Seraphim, the youngest, froze. He swore he heard his mother's voice calling his name. He dropped his sword, walked into the shadows, and never returned. When the tunnels collapsed in fire, only 12 knights emerged. The people above thought it a riot, a fire sin, but it was a crusaders fighting shadows no one else could see. And to this day, they say if you walk those ruins, you can still hear a man crying for his mother. They marched through deserts where storms screamed. Not winds, but voices. Whispers sharp enough to cut skin. 3 entered that storm. Only one returned. His armor shredded, his body carved by wounds no blade could make. His eyes were hollow, his lips torn. He spoke only once. The others are still screaming. And then he never spoke again. In the far north, where snow fell like ash, wolves hunted them. But these were no ordinary wolves. They walked upright. They spoke Latin, and they called the knights by name. For 7 nights, the howls never ceased. When the last wolf fell, its dying words froze their blood. We will return when the moon turns red. The knights burned the body, but by dawn, fresh paw prints circled the ashes. In a monastery of silence, they found monks who had cut out their tongues. They did not serve God, but something older. When the crusaders set fire to the halls, silence clung to them like smoke. One by one, the knights stopped speaking. Their voices never left that monastery, and if you stand there now, in the ruins, you can still hear the chanting of men who no longer have tongues. They faced kings of stone who claimed to rule before time. They crossed rivers of ash where serpents crowned in bone laughed at prayers. They marched through cities where children smiled with mouths too wide, carrying voices far too old. Some wars they won, others they barely survived. But each battle cost them more than blood. Their shadows grew longer, their faces older, their hearts colder. By the 12th war, over the ruins of Carthage, the sky turned black. A new sun rose, not golden, not fiery, but black as ink. For 40 days they wandered beneath it. They did not eat, they did not sleep, they did not age. When the black sun finally set, they had lived 100 years, and none of them spoke of what they had seen in those 40 nights. And then came the last war, the 13th Crusade. It was not fought with fire. It was not fought with swords. It was fought with silence. The surviving knights returned to Jerusalem, broken, hollow, marked forever. They swore never to speak of what they had seen, never to write it down. Instead, they dug 13 graves, empty, waiting, because one day the wars will return, and mankind will need them again. So when you hear the crusades of kings and popes, of glory and land. Remember this. There were 13 others, 13 wars fought in secret, so the world could sleep in ignorance. And perhaps that is for the best. For if you knew what they truly fought, you would pray that those graves never open. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.